Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is Dill, and we're doing something a little bit different today. Today I'm putting on my GM hat, and we're going to be rebuilding the Houston Texans, kind of going off the real life situation. Say they trade Deshaun Watson, and also we're going to be trading JJ Watt. Now, if you could do me a favor, if you enjoy this rebuild, make sure to hit the like button and also subscribe. I think I'm going to drop multiple parts on this, and we'll see how it goes. I have plans to rebuild other teams as well. It just kind of, I don't really know the format, how I want to do this, because I think the gameplay and stuff might be a little boring at times. I think the height of this is really getting the players and building the roster. I think during the season, maybe that's just one episode. I don't know. Like I said, we'll figure out the format later, but I had a couple ideas for rebuilds on teams, and the first one is going to be the Texans, given the Deshaun Watson rumors. We are going to start in the wild card, and we're just going to sim the playoffs, and we're going to start making some trades in the offseason. And just a little something that's interesting, the Browns are actually in the Super Bowl. The Colts made it to the AFC Championship. This is just pure wild stuff going on right now. Let's see who wins the Super Bowl. We're going to advance the week, and let's see who's going to win. My money's on Packers, and it was the Browns. The Browns just won the Super Bowl. Now, we got a bunch of players to negotiate and stuff, and honestly, I never thought I'd do like a franchise video on YouTube, but I have really been enjoying kind of doing one offline. Like I did a Dolphins one, and I bet a lot of people expect me to do a Dolphins one here, but you see, I already did it, and I did everything that I wanted to do, so I feel like it would be a little bit boring, kind of me just doing the same thing I already did, if that makes sense. Y'all might not see it as boring, but I think it would be boring. So the first players we're going to negotiate right here, and we're going to try to keep it realistic too, okay? Marcel Darius, probably not coming back. Will Fuller, I don't think we're going to get Will Fuller back because he's going to want to test free agency. Gary and Conley is I don't know. We'll come back to Gary and Conley. Vernon Hargreaves is interesting because he's young. Maybe if we can get him for the cheap. I think we let Michael Thomas walk. He's a great special teams player, but I doubt he wants to be on a real rebuilding team. PJ Hall, another young piece. Maybe we re-sign him. Chad Henson or Philip Gaines, I think we let walk. Chad Hansen, I think we let walk. Brennan Scarlett, I know he's a starter, but he's 28, getting up there in age a little bit. I think we try to go younger. Damian Radley, I think we let walk. Pharaoh Brown, I think we let walk. Really, the only people that I'm trying to re-sign are kind of the young guys. I think Dylan Cole, he's a captain right here, so we're going to re-sign him. Probably going to be good for the locker room, you know, stuff that you just got to account for. We're going to sign him to a 3-year deal just because, like I said, I'm pretty sure, you know, being a captain and everything is an important part of the team, so we're just going to offer this, please. Okay, we got the deal done. Sweet. He's staying here. AJ Moore. Now, I'm not too familiar with every player on the Texans, but I'm pretty sure Dylan Cole matters as a depth piece, so we're gonna go ahead. Everyone else lower overall, not really looking too hot. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm going to try to re-sign PJ Hall and Vernon Hargreaves, and I think we'll let everyone else walk. We're gonna sign PJ Hall to a 2-year deal, and we're just gonna offer that. I think that's a pretty fair contract. Not interested in re-signing. Well, okay, buddy. We're going to go ahead. We're going to try to get Vernon Hargreaves right here. Let's see what we can do. We'll offer him. He hasn't really performed too well. Maybe lock him up for 3 years, try to develop him. Let's see. Can we do it? Okay, we got Vernon Hargreaves, and with Garyon Conley right here, I kind of want to bring him back. I think it'd be a nice piece to develop, make it a little bit easier. I don't want to pay him $3 million though. I'll pay him like I'll pay him $3 million exactly, not 3.3. Let's see if we can get it done. He's going to test free agency. Okay, cool. So I don't think Will Fuller is going to sign, like I said, and we're going to be trading Deshaun Watson next. So with this Deshaun Watson trade, okay, I'm down to a couple teams. The first team right here is going to be the Bears, who, interestingly enough, passed on him for Mitch Trubisky in the draft. I know you haven't heard that one before, but the first offer would have to be Jalen Johnson, because we're going to want young players that we can develop, right? We're going to get Jalen Johnson, Darnell Mooney, a first from this year, a first from next year, a second from this year, a second from next year, and that's probably what that trade is going to look like now. Another team that I was looking at, and in this, I'm not trading him to the Dolphins, because the trade for the Dolphins everyone's rumoring is pretty much Tua for Deshaun Watson. I just don't really want to do that. I kind of want to start from like the ground up with QB, if that makes sense. So we're not going to do that one. Eagles would probably be interesting, but I think they're going to roll with Jalen Hurts. You know, 49ers is another team that probably could be in the trade mix, but I didn't really include them. We probably need like Debo or Brandon Ayuk come over here. We're probably going to need someone on the defensive side of the ball too, a young player that we can build around. And you see there's like maybe like a Fred Warner, but I don't think they're giving up Fred Warner, honestly. Even for Deshaun Watson, I feel like he's too valuable for the defense. Javon Kinlaw, I just don't think he's really like a kind of foundational. Like, he's a great player, right? But I don't think we're going to trade Deshaun Watson for Javon Kinlaw. Another team could be the Rams, but once again, they don't really have any nice young pieces to develop on defense, and we pretty much just need picks, and they don't even really have like all the capital for picks either. But the team I think that I'm going to trade Deshaun Watson to, it's between the Bears and the Saints, and I'm trying to think of what offer would be better. So for the Saints, I probably ask for a young center and Eric McCoy, and then we'd also come over to the defense, get Marcus Davenport as well, a nice foundational piece for our defense, and then also combine that with 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks, which they do have. One of the trades we just did, we sent Brandon Cooks to Indianapolis for a second-round pick. This is one of the first trades we have done. We're going to keep it working. We will eventually send Deshaun Watson over to the Bears. We just kind of clean up some salary and stuff because keep saying we are over the salary cap. So next we have to find a team that is relatively not contending, and they have to take away Randall Cobb's contract, and we also have to give them like a 3rd round pick or something to take Randall Cobb's contract. And I think this team would be the Patriots, and we'll get back like a 6th round pick. I think this is a pretty fair offer. They get kind of an aging receiver. They're really just trying to take contract space from us, and let's see does this go through. It was accepted, so we lose a 3rd round pick, we gain a 6th round pick, but we also get rid of some cap space. In this rebuild, you know, JJ Watt requested a trade. You know, he really wants to go to Pittsburgh, but they already have a left in Stephon Tuitt, so we just have to send them on over down the street to the Dallas Cowboys, who they offered us a 2nd round pick, and that was the best offer we had. We had to take it, and we also had to throw in a 5th round pick because Madden is being very difficult. So boom, JJ Watt is now a member of the Dallas Cowboys. And now finally, the Bears right here do end up getting Deshaun Watson with the trade we discussed earlier. What we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use the Bears and trade over more picks and stuff. But boom, the Bears get their man Deshaun Watson. So all the trades we had to do are now done. We pretty much gave up. We pretty much got a lot of picks, and we got rid of a lot of bad contracts. Now, Laremy Tunsil is someone interesting. I think a lot of times bad teams kind of keep relatively good players around. We do have some, I would say, I don't want to say building blocks, but we have some solid pieces. You know, David Johnson isn't the worst running back in the world. Kiki Kute is not a bad receiver. You know, we have a relatively solid O-line. 70 overalls with a couple 67s. Defensive side of the ball, we got some building blocks in Justin Reed, Bradley Roby. We also just got Jalen Johnson from the Bears and Darnell Mooney on offense. So, like I said, those are pieces we build around. D-line really has no one now that J.J. Watt has left us. We have Zach Cunningham, who's a linebacker who has a fat contract. And that's about it on defense. It's really about developing Justin Reed and probably our corners, who are probably our best position on the field. Free agency, and we have negative cap space somehow. I don't understand how we have negative cap space, but you see, I guess we just we're not going to be able to sign anyone. Really, that's the whole thing. We're not going to be able to sign anyone. So we're just going to have to go ahead and skip to the draft, I believe. Let's advance 1 week. Let's see what happens. If it was just a glitch, let's find out. We still have negative cap room, which makes 0 sense. We traded everyone. I don't see how we have negative cap room, but okay. So at pick number 20, we do have some quarterbacks available. Kyle Trask and Mac Jones. Not really interested in either of those. So we're going to come down here. We don't need a cornerback. Don't really need a center. We need someone that we can build on. Probably maybe a wide receiver. Let's see, is there anyone we really like? Not really. We're going to come over here to defense. We could use a D lineman. So anyone that's pretty up there. I think Kwity Paye is kind of interesting, I think. We're going to come over here. This is the draft class that people make and stuff too. So we do have a ton of options. I don't think we need, what's it called? I think Kwity Paye might have to be the move right here with our first pick. Let's see how he turns out. And he's a 74 normal. I think that's a pretty solid pick right there. He is a normal dev, but he's an instant starter. He's young. and we can build around them. Next pick we have is second round pick number 10 right here. Now, again, this is someone, you know, we're going to check quarterback. Is there anyone we really like? I like Desmond Ryder, right, but I don't like him this early. I also like Jamie Newman, but I don't like him this early. De'Ara King is also someone that I would keep an eye on. Same with Kellen Mond, people we can take later. Najee Harris is still available. Oh, it's hard to pass on Najee Harris. It really is, but running back is not really a need for us. You know, he is really talented, but I just don't think we need him right now. Chris Olave, I really like him. O-lineman right here. Let's see the guards available. Trey Smith, I think we could take. Cade Mays is also pretty solid. Any other D linemen? Not really seeing anyone that I want to take over the guards right now, so I think we're going to go ahead. I think we're going to get Trey Smith right here out of Tennessee. I'm pretty sure he went to Tennessee. One of my favorite guards, and let's see what he is. He's a 71 normal, which again, you know, we're getting normal devs. We'd like higher devs, but they're instant starters for us. Now, round number 2, pick number 20 right here. We could use a tight end. We could use a right guard this time. We could also use a pass rusher right here. Quincy Roush from Miami. I kind of like this guy right here. I think I'm going to go Quincy right here out of Miami. Let's see what he gets. And he gets a 70 hidden right there. I'll take that. I'll take that all day. All right, here we get round 2, pick number 22 now. If there is still some running backs available, I think we got to go Najee Harris. There's no way Najee Harris is available this long and we pass on him. We got to go Najee Harris right here. Let's see what we get. A 73 normal dev, which again is perfectly fine. We can develop him. He instantly becomes our starting running back. Goodbye, David Johnson. Revenge tour. So now it's the 4th round right here. I think now is where we kind of look towards quarterback. And I think we have to select one. Kellen Mond is really the only one that I like. Looking at everyone else, yeah, I gotta go Kellen Mond right here. Even though he is rated in the 6th round, he is the only one out of anyone else I would like to use. So we're going Kellen Mond right here. Obviously, probably not our quarterback of the future, but he will do for now. He's a 59 normal. Not what we like to see right there. Not what we like to see at all. So with our next pick right here, we get pretty much just a couple picks after. I actually really do like Kadarius Toney. I like the wide receiver. We'll have Darnell Mooney. We'll have Kiki Kute. I think we could use another wide receiver. So I'm gonna go Toney right here. I know I'm just kind of picking people at the top, but I actually do like Toney in real life, and he's a 68 hidden, which I think is a major W. 3rd round right here. I think we just reach for him. Let's see what he is. He's a 63 normal, which was a bad pick. So I guess there was a reason why he slid, huh? Makes sense. So right now, I'm just going to be drafting pretty much people at the top right here. I'm going to draft the center right here. Let's see if we can get a little glitchy. 63 normal once again. Not what we like. These dudes are going to be gone really fast. Jeez. We get another chance right here. We're just going to have to throw a freaking shot in the dark right here. It's going to have to be... I actually really do like Michael Carter. I like Michael Carter out of North Carolina. I think I'm going to go Michael Carter right here. And he's a 66 normal, which it was a good pick. But, I mean, it's a running back. We already have enough running backs. We got to trade a running back eventually now. 7th round pick right here. This is the last pick of the draft. I think we got to go ahead. Let's take a look at quarterbacks right here. Is there anyone else that looks pretty good? Maybe we get Ian Book from Notre Dame, you know, the leader of their team. Screw it, let's go for him. He is a 51 overall. That is what we don't do right there. You know, he'll be a good locker room guy, I guess. Want to see something funny, huh? The whole time, you know, I was looking to sign free agents and stuff. Said I had no cap room. Now we have 71 million in cap room. And the way trades are going to work, we're pretty much only going to use the trade block because you can really finesse the AI, and we're just not really going to do that. And pretty much this episode is just going to be off season. So we're going to take a look at the free agents currently available and see if anyone kind of lines up with what we want to do. I don't know why Fulgham and Alan Lazard are free agents. That's very kind of bizarre, but we're going to actually sign John Ross right here. We're going to sign John Ross. I think he does kind of line up with what we want to do, give young players a chance. You know, he's the fast guy. He can definitely make some things happen. Looking over, maybe Morgan Fox at left in. Maybe he can develop, but I don't really think so. There's a lot of wide receivers and stuff out right now. Taco Charlton, I think he's worth a shout out to sign. Give him a chance, revitalize his career. Again, kind of a young player. We're just trying to give shots to young players right now. Let's see. TJ Yeldon, haven't seen that name in a while. Cravon LeBlanc, Jalen Mills. Is there anyone that really kind of has some potential? I think Eli Apple. Cornerback's just our best position. We don't need a corner, so I'm not going to sign him. I think really Tim Patrick at wide receiver. We already have enough wide receivers. Sean Davis, Ty Montgomery. Ty Montgomery's only 28. What? Kind of crazy. Let's take a look at quarterbacks this time and see who's available. Mitch Trubisky is still a free agent. So is Jacoby Brissett. So is Taysom Hill. So is Josh Rosen. So is Dwayne Haskins. I think what we're going to do, okay? We're going to have a quarterback competition, okay? We're going to have a quarterback competition. It's going to be between Kellen Mond, who we drafted. It's going to have to be between, I think Josh Rosen deserves a shot. From Deshaun Watson to Mitch Trubisky. Let's see what Magic Mitch can do. Now, we have way too many quarterbacks on the roster, and we're going to have to let these people battle it out. I think how we're going to decide this is we're going to have each one play a preseason game. I think Tony, honestly, should start over Kiki Kute. He has that hidden dev. We need to get him involved the most. Najee Harris is instantly our starting running back. And I think Duke Johnson is going to be on the trade block. David Johnson could be on his way out too. I think Michael Carter. I think we're going to have a rookie tandem running back room. And I think Kellen Mond is going to start the first preseason game. And on the defensive side as well, let's see what we got. We got Justin Reed. We got Bradley. Or like I said, I think our secondary is pretty solid. I think Quincy Roche could develop into something kind of nice. Kitty Pay right here, our first round pick. We need him to get his dev trade up a lot. Honestly, we need him to get that dev trade up. And then we're kind of weak at D tackle. We'll start Blaylock right here. And, you know, the team isn't horrible. We're just missing that star power, you know what I mean? We're missing that star power. And we got McKinney right here too, so honestly, you know, McKinney might be on the way out. Whitney Merciless. If we can find some offers for them, they might have to go. They're getting a little bit up there in age. I'm going to play a game. I'll show off their stats, and yeah, we'll see how they do. I kinda lied, and this is what we're going to do, okay? I played one preseason game, and you see, I felt like the best performer based off pass rating was Josh Rosen. You know, he didn't miss any throws besides a pick, okay? He threw a really bad pick. Mitch Trubisky lit up the scoreboard with 3 touchdowns, but also had 3 picks. He played the longest, as you can see by the 390 yards. Now, Kellen Mond probably played the worst, but he can do something that the other quarterbacks kind of aren't really their strength. He is definitely a scrambler. Now, I think Ian Book, you know, we can't really rule him out. I think we need to get him some reps to see how he plays. But so far, I would say the leader in the quarterback room is probably going to be Josh Rosen right now. I don't know. Do we ride out with Mitch Trubisky? Do we switch to Kellen Mond? I think Kellen Mond is really going to have to lose his starting spot and prove to us that he has no future as a quarterback. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I'm going to play some off video and stuff, and we're going to evaluate this quarterbacks. We'll come back next episode in the regular season. We might go a little bit past mid-season, and we'll check in, see how the team's doing. We'll look at stats and everything too. We'll make some trades as well. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think of this series. I think it's going to be pretty interesting and also pretty difficult. I'm going to be playing the games myself, and it's going to be an all Madden competitive. You know, it's going to be the hardest difficulty, and we're going to see what we can do with this team. Let me know in the comments if you're excited for this. But other than that, I was recording for basically 2 hours. It is currently 2:41 a.m. I was recording so long because of the fact that this thing was so hard to set up. The Deshaun Watson trade and everything before free agency. The negative cap room, we just had to rock with it. You know, it's whatever. But I'd appreciate it if y'all threw me a like, because this took a lot of effort. This is probably just going to be like around the 10-minute video, and I've been recording for 2 hours. But other than that, man, your boy is tired. Peace out, y'all.